one time, one time, one time. Sefer Shemos, where the Yidden are doing back-breaking labor in Mitzrayim. Now, Mitzrayim was actually a very good thing for the Jewish people because that's what made us into a strong nation. Jewish people are very strong, and that's because we were formed into a nation. Sefer Shemos, here we go, Parshas Shemos. So the Mitzrayim were frightened that the Jewish people are going to grow, and then there's going to be a war, and the Jews would team up against the other nations. Okay, so the first 5 makas that Paro experienced, he hardened his heart on his own. He didn't want to listen to Moshe's request, even though he was warned again and again. But from the 6th makkah, okay, so before the Yidden left Mitzrayim, Hashem told Moshe that the Jewish people should ask their Egyptian neighbors to borrow gold, silver, and clothing. And Hashem said to Moshe, please, Parshas Bishalach. So Yosef wanted to be buried in Eretz Yisrael, but he couldn't have his family bury him right after he died because Paro didn't allow it. So therefore, Yosef had his brothers swear that when the... So after hearing about all the miracles that Hashem did for the Jewish people, Yisro was inspired to join the Jewish nation. He arrives where the Yidden are, and Moshe goes out to greet his father-in-law and told Yisro, his father-in-law, about all Parshas Mishpatim. The Torah commands us to lend money to other Jewish people. If the borrower doesn't pay back, then the lender may ask Bezdin that the borrower give an item as Parshas Truma. Captain Joe Goldman had been a pilot for Delta Airlines for 10 years. He has flown across the world hundreds of times, and I asked him to share with me his most memorable experience as a pilot. Parshas Tetzaveh. We speak about the oil for the menorah. The oil has to be pure, without any foreign substances or even olive particles. Even though they could take out those impurities later, they could. Parshas Kisisa. Donald Cage was the CEO of a multi-million-dollar law firm located in California, which he himself built from the ground up in just a few short years. And hanging over Parshas Vayakhel, Moshe gathered the entire nation, and he gave them instructions in regards to building the Mishkan. Now, out of 122 psukim in the Parsha, only 2 of those psukim are not about the Mishkan. They're about Shabbos. The pasuk in the Varim says that Hashem will command the blessing for you in your storehouses. And from this pasuk, the Gemara learns that a person's wealth and possessions are blessed when they are in storehouses, which means when they're hidden from the eye. World. Only the money which he used for Torah mitzvahs will accompany him. Eile Pekude HaMishkan. These are the countings, ones that is for a Mishkan or holy purposes. But other stuff, don't waste your time.